Hello, Internet! Shout is here, and it's time for another episode of ShoutStone. I'm bringing you a Shoutcast from the Hearthstone beta, this time featuring Trump in action. So without any further ado, let's get to it right now. It is Uther versus Thrall. Trump playing the part of Uther the Paladin. Kirbynator playing the part of Thrall the Shaman. So, here we go again. Another round of action. Trump back here. Just a regular game from the arena, but not arena time. But in any event, yeah, let's do this thing. So I'll try to, since this is an older game, I think it might even be a pre-patch game from their most recent patch, so some changes might not be reflected. I'm going to just try and treat this game as a little bit of a educational game for anybody who's new to Hearthstone while I cast it. So, alright, well, the Shaman player opens things up by coining out a Knife Juggler. Knife Juggler will spawn a 1 random point of damage to the enemy every time a minion is placed on the field for, every time a friendly minion is spawned. So, you'll see it happen here. Does do direct damage to the hero. And I think Kirbynator is just going to focus fire on Uther and not take out... Yeah, he's not going to take out that, the pirate. Probably because it would have been an even trade, but in any event, he does, you know, leave it alive for now. And that minion does have a battle cry where basically any weapons would provide it with extra attack power, but Paladin player, this particular deck right now doesn't have any weapons. At least available, but they happen here and there. Shattered Sun Cleric hits the field, draws another 1 point, and he uses it to take out the pirate. So now Violet Teacher comes out. Now the Shattered Sun Cleric provides a 1/1 buff to any minion that is on the friendly side of the field. I think it actually works on any minion at all, but in this case he used it just so he had enough health to take out the pirate without dying himself. So, another Totemic Call, whittling away at that Violet Teacher, thanks to the Knife Juggler spawns. It is down to 1 HP, so it's probably going to die on this turn. But a Direwolf has come out, alongside a Wrath of Air Totem, which increases spell damage by 1. And yep, they're going to trade that Shattered Sun Cleric to clear the field. And he's in a pretty good position right now. But we'll have to see. Gurbashi Berserker comes out. Now this has a berserking ability where every time it takes damage it gets a +3 attack. And it doesn't matter how much damage it takes. And it constantly does it. So it's not just a single one-time effect. It will constantly do it throughout the course of the game as it takes damage. Alright, Novice Engineer hits the field. That's going to provide an extra card for Trump. There we go, Knife Juggler actually providing the offense that I think Trump wants to see. I think this is what he was hoping for, that these knives would actually do damage to... Yeah, exactly. But a trade there, he does take it out because he knew that that minion was going to get too dangerous. So he took it out with his Knife Juggler, finally removes that threat from the table. Now Trump getting out a Gnomish Engineer, oh, excuse me, and puts out a Fairy Dragon. So as it stands right now, the Shaman player is looking really good in terms of his board presence, in terms of his card count, his health. Everything's looking really good right now, but it is still very, very, very early. We're only at the 6 mana drop. He hasn't built up enough of a board presence to make me say, oh gosh, he's got this game under control, because basically 1 Consecrate would almost clear the field. So yeah, I don't think I'm really concerned with anything right yet. Alright, Fire Elemental going to come out, take care of that Fairy Dragon. Now we're starting to get something of a little more substance on the table. But we'll have to see, how can Trump respond here? Well, he's got a few higher value minions out there. He's got a couple Blessings of Kings, Equalities out there. Hammer of Wrath he can certainly use if he wants to. It's not an ideal situation that he's in right now. I'm sure he'd rather have a few more mid-level minions that he could get out there just to establish a bit more of a board presence, which he hasn't quite been able to do yet. So this is where it gets a lot, much trickier. But he's going to play that Hammer of Wrath, take out that Thrallmar minion. But he's only down to 3 damage, or 3 mana, excuse me. He's eyeing that Direwolf Alpha. Oh, but he's going to play Equality. That's going to lower the health of everything, so he's going to use that to take out the big Fire Elemental and make everything very susceptible to incoming damage. So some pretty good play there. However, he is down really, really low at this point. Has not dealt any damage to the opposing hero. And this game could end very quickly, depending on the luck of the draw. And there is a Stormwind Champion. That's not going to help matters at all. In fact, that's going to put him down to at least 1 HP on this next turn. And yeah, I think Trump has basically understood at this point there's nothing he can do. That game was just dominated by Kirbynator. It legitimately was. He just got cards out at the right time. He was doing good removal, everything like that. So that was just completely in his hands from start to finish. Did not take a single point of damage. But there you do it. That's going to do it for this episode of ShoutStone. I'll be back with another one in due time. Remember that if you want to send me your games, please do so, because I'd love to cast them on our channel. But thank you all for watching. I will see you folks next time.